everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristen. For this video, I'm trying a soap pouring technique that I have never tried before. It's called the Woodgrain pour or Woodgrain swirl. I've heard it both ways. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You pour your different colored batters in a way that leaves you with a bar of soap that looks like sliced wood. I love the idea. I think it's a really fun way to present your soap, especially if you're using some sort of woodsy essential oil like I am today. We'll see if I can pull it off. Anyways, enough of the chit chat. Let's get to soap making. Welcome to my new setup. I really hope that this is more pleasing for y'all to look at. I think the only thing that I'm still kind of trying to figure out is how I can do better lighting in this teeny tiny kitchen of mine. Though it is nice that the sun actually came out for the first time today, so that's working in my favor. For this recipe today, we are using olive oil, coconut oil, sustainable palm oil, and avocado oil. Usually I use castor oil and sweet almond oil, but those two oils tend to speed up the acceleration in my soaps a little bit, and I want this to be a slower moving recipe. So I traded those out for avocado oil, and I'm hoping that it'll give me more time to really achieve the wood grain look that I am going for today. Well, let's get these out of the way. Alright, starting with my distilled water, I need 14.5 ounces today. Alright, and here I've got 7.2 ounces of lye, all pre-measured out. Next up, I'm going to pour 18.4 ounces of olive oil. Alright, and next up we'll do 4.6 ounces of avocado oil. We need 13.8 ounces of coconut oil. Now I'm just adding in my melted palm oil. Okay, let's talk about the colorants for this wood grain soap. First up, to get my nice, rich, classic brown, I'm using some brown oxide pigment from Brambleberry. From Nurture Soap, I'm going to be using some fire cider mica, some bronze brown, and some mocha mica. I'm also going to leave part of the batter just as is to give us that natural beige color that soap usually cures to. I'm using some little soap cups here that I've used for other projects, and they just have a little bit of different gold colored micas mixed into them. I'm not going to clean them out. I think if any of the gold shows up in the colorants at all, it'll be kind of cool. I'm hoping that my mocha and bronze brown micas aren't too similar in color. I don't think that they are, but I guess we'll find out. Maybe having a little bit of the different golds in the cups will help make a small difference in those two colors. I don't know. I'm just taking some oil from our batch here and adding them to the colorants. For this fragrance today, I'm using some Texas cedarwood essential oil. I really wanted something that was going to be a nice woody smell. I have one other fragrance oil that I used on one of my Christmas soaps last year that is woody, but it almost has too much of an artificial smoky smell that reminds me of bacon. So I didn't want to use that today. I found this essential oil and was really drawn to it. It's the first time that I've used a woodsy essential oil, and I'm hoping it doesn't cause my soap to accelerate or do anything funky. Typically floral fragrances will do that to soap, but this isn't technically floral, so maybe I'll be okay. My oils are at 83 degrees Fahrenheit and my lye water is at 79 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'm going to go ahead and start blending them together. And I'm going to blend these together just past emulsion. I really want as light of a trace as possible. I'm going to get these separated into different containers so that I can add my colorants. Okay, I've got all of my colorants blended into my different containers here. I'm going to add a little bit of my fragrance oil to my uncolored batter first, and I just want to see how it reacts. Okay, nothing immediately happening, that's good. So I'll go ahead and add my essential oil to the rest of my batters here. This is definitely a very woody scent without smelling too smoky, which is just my personal preference. Okay, and then in my main container here, I'm going to do a pouring technique that I honestly forget what it's called, but basically I tilt my bowl a little bit and pour in some of my different batters, alternating colors, and I just allow them to pour down the side of the container here. You'll see what I mean. Okay, I've got my mold all set up. I only wanted to make 50 ounces of soap, so that's why I have my little makeshift divider here. And now I'm just going to start pouring this down the side of my mold. As you can see, I've angled it with some microfiber cloths. Yeah, here we go. Woo! Okay. I need to slow down. So I'm just running my pitcher back and forth, and every now and then I pause and wiggle it a little bit to create hopefully what will look like a knot in the soap, or a knot in the wood grain rather. I'm going to unfold the microfiber cloths here to kind of lessen the angle of my mold here. Okay, and then taking a toothpick, I'm just kind of going to spread out the very top layer here with this darker brown that I finished it off with. I don't want it to look like swirls. I'm just trying to kind of help it achieve that wood grainy look that I want it to have. Spritz the top with rubbing alcohol here. And that is going to be it for this soap. I'll probably give it 2 days to set before I try to unmold it and get it all sliced up. But I'm super excited to see if I was able to achieve the wood grain look that I was going for. I think that everything went pretty smoothly considering this is my first time. So I'm going to get this all covered up and we will come back in 48 hours. Welcome back. Our soap here has had plenty of time to harden up for us. I'm super excited to see what this ended up looking like and seeing what kind of improvements I know I'm going to probably need to make for next time. Ooh. I know I'm probably out of focus. It kind of reminds me of roots of a tree, which is good. Oh, I love how that looks. That is really cool. Okay. This is the real moment of truth. Oh, okay. I think what I would want to do next time, instead of cutting long ways against the grain of the wood, I would want it to be going longer with the grain. I think it still looks pretty cool so far. It's definitely going to look better once it's cured some more. The Texas cedarwood essential oil smells really good in this soap. It's definitely not too smoky. Ooh, and you can see some of where I put in the fake knots. I like that a lot. I think that next time I would darken up the natural batter color just a little bit. I kind of like how it looks in the wood grain, but there was just too much of it, and so I have these big globs here. I don't know, I'm super happy about this. I think that this was a success for my first wood grain try. Not too bad, right? Y'all, what do you think? Do you think it looks like wood? Do you think it looks more like chocolate? Or nothing, just fancy swirls? It's been a couple weeks since I made this soap, and I think one of my favorite parts about it is that during the curing process, some of the essential oil has evaporated out of one of the brown colors, and so it's left these sort of like indents within the pattern of the swirl, so it actually feels like wood grain, and that wasn't intentional, it just kind of happened. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. But anyways, if you're interested in one of these soaps, I do have a couple left. They are available on my website, linked in the description box below. And if you enjoyed watching my video today, be sure to check out my channel. I post soap making videos every other Wednesday. I'm having a lot of fun doing these videos. It's been a while since I've had an excuse to do video editing, which is one of my side hobbies. And I just really enjoy showcasing my work and just feeling like I'm more part of the soap making community on here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I appreciate any sort of feedback that anyone has, soap maker or not. And yeah, I think that's it for today. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great rest of your week. Bye for now.